What if I told you it's not your loved one's behavior that's causing your stress? It's your thoughts about their behavior. Change those thoughts and everything changes. Hi, I'm 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗃𝗀𝗃. My wife Sonia was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in January 2020 at the age of 65. I've seen too many caregivers suffer physically, emotionally, and mentally, oftentimes more than the loved ones they care for. I was determined not to let this disease take me down, and I found a way to cope. Now I help other caregivers do the same. I came across two guiding principles that enabled me to eliminate my stress, my anger, my resentment, and my guilt, and you can too. The first principle is this: thoughts create feelings, which create behavior. It's never the circumstances of a situation that creates your feelings. It's what you choose to think about those circumstances that creates your feelings. It's never your loved one's behavior that creates your feelings of stress, anger, resentments, and guilt. It's what you choose to think about those circumstances that creates those feelings. Excuse me. This is so key. This is key to your own health, which ultimately affects your quality of life and your loved one's quality of life. It bears repeating. Thoughts create feelings, which create behavior. It's never the circumstances of a situation that creates your feelings. It's what you choose to think about those circumstances that creates your feelings. It's never your loved one's behavior that creates your feelings of anger or stress or resentment or guilt. It's what you choose to think about those feelings that creates your behavior. Notice I use the word choose. That's the great thing here. We have a choice in our thoughts. Now, some of you may be watching this right now and you're thinking, who is this guy? Why should I listen to him? And you're annoyed or irritated. Others of you may be thinking, maybe he's onto something. I'm at the end of my rope. I can't do this anymore. My life is gone. And you're feeling desperate and depressed. Still, others of you may be listening, thinking, this sounds pretty good. This sounds like what it is I've been waiting for, what I needed to hear, and you're feeling hopeful and optimistic. 3 different groups, all watching the same video, hearing the same words, but you have 3 different thoughts and 3 different feelings. The first thing you need to understand, I don't mean intellectually, is that you're in charge of your thoughts. You have a choice. And when you change your mindset and then look at things, your thoughts change, your feelings change, and your behavior changes. Now, I'm not talking about stuffing your feelings and emotions. That doesn't help. I'm talking about looking at things differently so that everything is different. Your feelings are different. Here's how Maya Angelou put it. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. So if our thoughts ultimately affect our feelings and our feelings affect our behavior and you don't like your behavior, change it. Change your thoughts. Another thing, and this is very important, our loved ones react to us. If we're feeling agitated, we make them agitated. If we're feeling calm, they're more likely to be calm. The second principle is you do not have to believe your thoughts. They are thoughts, not absolute truth. Let me repeat that. You do not have to believe your thoughts. They are thoughts, not absolute truth. I'll give you an example. Think of 2 paraplegics, both the same age, both in wheelchairs, both as a result of a similar car accident. Why is it that one bemoans his fate? No one's ever going to love me. My life is over. I'll never be able to accomplish anything. And the other person is out playing wheelchair basketball, enjoying him or herself. It's all up here. It's attitude. It's mindset. It's the way they look at things. Now, I'm not suggesting that after you watch this video, everything in your life is going to be hunky-dory, 𝗖𝗵𝗶𝗃𝗀𝗏 my darling. No, you'll still have feelings of sadness. I do. After all, this is your loved one. I still cry about Sonia. But what doesn't happen is I don't get angry, I don't get stressed, I don't feel guilty, and I don't get resentful, which doesn't benefit either one of us. So let me repeat again. You do not have to believe your thoughts. They're just thoughts, not absolute truth. Before I tell you more about my course, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thought you've had lately that's been dragging you down as a caregiver? Drop it in the comments. I read every one. If you're feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, or like you're losing yourself in caregiving, you're not alone. That's exactly why I created Caregiver Mastery, a step-by-step roadmap designed to help you manage stress, anger, and burnout so you can care for your loved one without sacrificing yourself in the process. Inside, you'll learn how to say yes to yourself without guilt, reduce overwhelm, and find peace even in the hardest moments. I call this place Heaven Island, a state of peace, acceptance, and clarity where you can care for your loved one without losing yourself. It's time to give yourself permission to breathe, to rest, and to heal. Click the link below or visit caregivermasterycourse.com to get started today. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. I post caregiver support videos every Monday and Thursday. You're not alone in this. Let's do this together.